Lesson 2. Online Filing. During this lesson, I will guide you through the process of online filing step by step. To access the online filing module, you select the FBI button in the main program toolbar. This displays a list of all of the customers with no FBI status. To choose the client you wish to submit, you simply tick the box to the left of the client name in the Send column. This displays the FBI Attachments window. By default, PTP will attach all the backing schedules completed throughout the program when completing the return. You can choose not to send those by unchecking the supporting schedule box. Alternatively, using the Select Schedules button, you can choose the specific schedules that you do and don't wish to attach. It's also possible to add attachments created outside of the program. We have two separate options for this. One to add general attachments in PDF format, and another to add attachments that specifically relate to capital gains tax computations. That's separated out in order to tick the checkbox on page 2 of the return relating to capital gains tax computations. It's also possible from this window to select that it's an amended return. Once you've made your necessary choices, click OK to step back to the main program window. You can then choose to prepare the file for FBI. When you click the Prepare FBI Files button, this is when PTP creates the XML file that's submitted to HMRC and locks the return so no further changes can be made. Once the file has been prepared, the client will move to the next FBI status, which I'll show you in a moment. In the middle right hand section of the screen, you'll see that there's a year of submission option, and it's here that you can choose to select earlier years returns as far back as 2008, which is the earliest year HMRC will allow you to file online returns. It's here also that you would select the type of return that you're looking to file, and you choose the FBI status. So here, the return that we've just prepared will have moved on to files prepared awaiting returns to be printed. Now, during the process of developing the online filing module, we wanted to follow the same chronological steps that you would have done if filing a paper return. So here you can see those steps listed down: return sent to client for signing, return signed by client awaiting transmission, returns transmitted awaiting revenue acceptance, and then dropping down into the accepted or rejected pots. So if I select the FBI files prepared awaiting returns to be printed, we'll see the client that I just prepared. We don't step through those stages automatically, because during the processing of returns you would always have clients at various stages of production. You'll also notice that now we've moved on and actually prepared the file, that you can choose to view the attached files, and you can produce a report on the files that you've chosen to attach. The next stage is to print the return to send to the client for signature. To do that, I select the Print Returns button and choose to print the return. Selecting OK will continue with the print of the return, and the client will then progress on to the next stage of return completion. If I then click on the drop down arrow for FBI status, I can select the next stage, which is return sent to client for signing. I can enter the date that the return was signed, and if that's today, I can simply click the Update Client button, and that will progress the return on again to the next stage, which is the awaiting transmission. To submit the return, I simply click the Submit Returns by FBI button. Here, I can choose to collect responses later, which is a faster method, or I can uncheck to collect the responses immediately. I select the network connection that I wish to use, click the Connect button, and the return is then submitted online. I can then use the FBI status drop-down to view that the return has been accepted by HMRC. At this point, it is always sensible to take a backup of the database. If you had chosen to collect responses later, you'd do so using the Collect Responses button. And if you ever wished to resubmit a return because you need to make some changes, you would first need to remove the FBI status via the FBI status button. You can also choose to print this receipt of the return by HMRC. The online filing module within PTP works the same way in all of the PTP applications. There is one slight difference for corporation tax though, and that's because you could submit multiple years at any given time. Therefore, in order for the corporation tax client to appear in the FBI window, you must first select the CT600 Returns tab, click the Events button, select the FBI Events button, and ensure you have entered the actual date for the CT return ready for FBI processing.